So Big Pharma's profits are driving MAGA's agenda for more than just drug prices. Pharma, the Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America, and consequently Washington's top pharma lobby, donated over $500,000 to right-wing groups, including the Heritage Foundation. You know, that group behind Project 2025? Now, I mean, it's not surprising that Big Pharma would be interested in some right-wing policies. I mean, they can't be too pumped about Biden's plans to lower prices for some prescription drugs. But what is surprising is that they've turned their gaze to restricting voting access. When you look closely at Pharma's 2022 tax return, there are donations to ALEC, or the American Legislative Exchange Council, which has recently introduced an only citizens vote model legislation that lawmakers can use to write laws pushing the agenda. Did I mention that Douglas Peterson, a VP at Pharma, is also a co-chair of ALEC? The only citizens vote model, if adopted, would restrict voting access by asking state election officials to keep suspected non-citizens from voting. To be clear, non-citizens are already not allowed to vote in federal elections, and there's not really any evidence that says this is a threat. What it is a fear-mongering MAGA tactic to provide a basis for stolen election talk. Once, when asked, Speaker Mike Johnson said that it was intuition that led him to support the claim that non-citizens were voting. But this has sparked action that would actually make it harder for citizens to vote. For example, more than 30 US states now require you to provide documents like birth certificates or passports to prove citizenship. And these are things that 1 in 10 American citizens don't have. At the ALEC meeting where only citizens vote was adopted, Cleta Mitchell, chair of the Election Integrity Network, which helped draft the model, spoke about implementing even more restrictions. She argued against campus voting, same-day registration, and prohibiting student IDs from being used in voter registration. Mitchell, by the way, was one of Trump's attorneys on the now infamous Find Me Votes in Georgia call. So, baseless claims of non-citizen voting fueled by MAGA's racist claims that the left is trying to use immigrants to swing elections might make it harder for citizens to vote. And it's in part being funded by and pushed for by Big Pharma. Awesome.